Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 29th. We're just going to jump right in here, Taurus. And in your current general energies, it is crazy to me. This deck, every single person has had a card that either says like faster than you think, quicker than you think, something like that in the reading. I kid you not. This card says faster than you think. The future looks bright. You have this festive times card. It says finding joy in life again. You were born for this. So there you go. Clearly there are some celebrations coming in for you faster than you think. Yeah, like I said, it's really weird. Like I'm wondering if there's just like a release in the energy. It's like technically we're out of the Mercury shadow period, so that could also be just making it feel like things are happening faster. But really, maybe it's just that things are returning to normal speed instead of like Mercury slow down, Mercury retrograde slow speed. And so that could also be the fact that Jupiter is now like officially in your sign for a little while, until closer to the end of the year. Then it will retrograde back into Aries, but that Jupiter in your sign is amazing. Definitely could make you feel more expansive, could make you feel like things are going more your way. You could just feel a little bit more lucky as well. So it's like not, I always say it's like, as with everything with astrology, it's not like perfect, and maybe your life isn't going amazing, but you probably just feel a little bit more lucky with having Jupiter in your first house. So that could definitely, be very positive for you. But let's see. This card I don't know if you just saw, I don't know if you could see that, but that card just like popped out of the deck. And you have the Queen of Swords, which would be like clarity. We'll put it to the side there. I don't really take pop outs, but that was crazy. You have this Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups is like walking away from things that no longer serve you. It's kind of interesting. Look at this. You go Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, to this Ten of Swords, but the imagery on this Four of Swords, it's like he's nailing shut a coffin, and of course Ten of Swords would represent something that's dead, done, over with. So for a lot of you, it's almost like you're completely shutting the door on some aspect or some chapter of your life, and it's like you're heading towards this new chapter. And we even see here going this way with the World card. The World would represent completion. In the major arcana, we go from the Fool to the World, and then we just start all over again as the Fool. So we're always going through these cycles. And right next to it, you have the Ace of Cups. So this would kind of tell me that you're going towards a period of fulfillment or joy in your life. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. So Queen of Pentacles is the card of resourcefulness, and I feel like you could be increasing your resources like everybody else. So it's like everybody is focused on their resources. Doesn't really surprise me. I keep encouraging people to be resourceful. I keep encouraging people to look for new ways of being resourceful. Like if you have a skill that could make you more money, or that could make you money, it's like I would figure out how to promote it or use it, because it's like now is the time. I always tell people it's like tarot can't make anything happen for your life. It just points out these opportunities that you could take advantage of. So like one opportunity that I would take advantage of is if you have some sort of skill or business or whatever, it's like now is the time to get it moving or promoting it. That's really the word I'm getting there. You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is my card of quick success. So you have that faster than you think card, and Eight of Wands to me can represent like quick conclusions, but it can also represent quick success or something that happens quickly in your life. So things are speeding up. The thing I always say with the Eight of Wands is momentum. I strongly, strongly believe that the word momentum is going to be very important for Pluto and Aquarius. The next 20 years is like keeping that momentum going in all areas of your life. It's like when we fall off, it's because we haven't kept the momentum going. So like in business, it's like, are you doing things to keep things moving forward? Same thing in love, in your health. Are you doing those things that, create momentum, that keep the momentum going, that can carry you forward? That's what I'd be focusing on there, is like anything that can create more momentum in your life. Let's see, with the Eight of Cups, you have I dropped it, you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords moving on to calmer shores. You're clearly walking away from something this way, but it's like you've completely closed a chapter. You've completely shut something off here. I don't even think it has to be a breakup. It could be anything, it could be something good. You could be leaving a job and getting a better one, right? But it's like this to me is a complete, like I have never seen something that in a reading that screams, chapter over, the end, or, a closed door more than that. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands. Definitely, if you are looking for love, there could be a very strong, you have this marriage card here. So, there could be a very strong connection that's coming in for you. To me, these two have like the most desire out of all the divine counterparts, so it could be a connection where there's a lot of desire, a lot of attraction. And with the Eight of Wands, yep, you have the Four of Wands as well. You have that marriage card, so again, some of you could be getting married very quickly, or you could be meeting a person, who you marry very, very quickly here. And, I feel like it'll be, good for you, obviously. So love to see that. If you don't want love, even if you do, all your readings have been kind of like this to me screams freedom. All your readings are about freedom because Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus is all about freedom, and Four of Wands is the card of being set free. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this delicate rose that says, be willing to honestly say what you feel, no matter how terrifying it may seem. You have the scales of balance. It says finding balance within yourself and things will balance out around you. Yeah, there is like an underlying theme here in this reading of like balance or creating more balance. Even in your next row, you have this bad health card. I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with your health, but I think it could be better. And again, I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. But you have the Four of Cups, which would represent kind of like some sort of disappointment in your health, or just feeling disappointed in your health. And obviously this isn't going to be true for all of you, so take it how it resonates. But I would try to create more balance, or I think maybe the issue that you are having has to do with balance. Again, people always ask me why I don't read about health, and because it's against the law. Just so people are always like, why don't you read about health? And I'm like, well, it's illegal. Literally, there's a law that says tarot readers cannot read about health, so I can't provide much detail other than to say maybe it has to do with balance and things like that, right? But that's what I would focus on here, is like focusing on creating balance, or whatever the case may be. You have the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Wands, so there is clearly a victory coming in for you here as well. I kind of feel like you have this like feeling of coming out on top, which this has been coming up for a few of the earth signs, or it's kind of been coming up like intermittently for the earth signs for the past few weeks, that you're all kind of coming out on top, or at least you feel that way. And again, this could be due to, one of many reasons. Really, I feel it's probably Jupiter entering into your sign. It's at, like, today is the 23rd, so it's probably at around, like, 1 degree of Taurus. It's, like, just entered into Taurus at this time. Jupiter has, and so, we're only at the beginning, but I kind of feel you could feel like you're winning or you're coming out on top. You have the Four of Swords, which would represent healing. I do kind of feel health-wise, again, I'm not a doctor, but I do feel this could say, like, don't rush your healing if you are going through a health issue or something like that. The Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. This kind of tells me that if you have healed, that you should take your time, or you should, make sure not to just, rush right out there. Maybe if you broke your leg or something, I wouldn't go for a 20-mile run tomorrow. That's the example that we'll use here. So I kind of get that feeling, but overall, I mean, again, really, you could be healing. Next, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands represents vitality. So, again, some of you really actually could be healing, not really, maybe your health isn't suffering or anything like that. For others, I do feel this could be like the type of person that you could be attracting into your life. Very fiery, bold, assertive. I feel like you get fire in all your readings, so definitely could be a fire sign. Even when we go this way here, we go Four of Cups to the Hierophant. So, marriage, but also you and, your person. So you could definitely be attracting someone you will marry. I'm also wondering if like this bad health card is more talking about someone being in a bad place. Like, maybe you're attracting someone who is finally healed from a breakup. If it's you that's healing from a breakup, I wouldn't rush right out into something, if you aren't fully healed. With the King of Wands, you have the Magician. You attracted this into your life, whatever this is. So again, I literally feel some of you could be like maybe you have almost like imagined a person in your mind of like what would be perfect. Maybe you've said to the universe, I'm sick and tired of all the bozo eggheads out there that, live in their mama's basement or whatever. And maybe you've asked for something more significant. And I feel like the universe is like, okay, here you go. It's like this person right here. You're getting what you asked for. With the Four of Swords, you have the Chariot. Definitely a victory coming in for you here. Some of you could be moving. I mean, Eight of Wands, Chariot World, that is definitely a quick move or travel. I think both things could be good for you, whatever you want to do. You don't all have to move, obviously, but if you're like going on a vacation or something like that, this could be very beneficial. It could be more healing than you realize as well, is what I'm getting here. The Chariot obviously would be a victory as well. You have two cards of victory, that and the Six of Wands. With the Six of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles again. So this card of resourcefulness. I think we have to be resourceful. At this time, I say this all the time because it's probably like one of the dominant energies that we're all dealing with right now. I think we have to look at our resources and say, how can I get more out of what I'm doing? How can I get a better, bigger bang for my buck, right? Especially in work, business, career, and even if you're retired, it's it wouldn't be a bad idea to think about how you could be resourceful right now. And that's what I would do. Next, you have this marriage card and this bad health card. So again, I would take care of your health. Again, like I said, I can't say much about it. So for everyone who always, hounds me about it, there you go. But, I would take care of yourself. I'm not a doctor. Maybe you need some fresh air. You see that window is open behind that lady on the bad health card. Maybe you need to get outside if you're not feeling right. The marriage card, I do feel there's a marriage opportunity, but again, make sure that either you're healed or if you are attracting a person, if they're telling you stories about their ex or something, maybe they're not fully healed. So maybe you need to say something to them. I always tell people don't just let these things fester. It's if you have a person who's and you like them, but they're always talking about their ex, maybe you need to say hey, maybe you need some time to go heal so you stop talking about your ex, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Number one. Number two is maybe they're why am I talking about this past person? It might just snap them out of it, and it might be the thing that they need. So don't be afraid to do it. It might be the thing you need. Again, you might be attracting a very honest person here, I'm getting, and they might be why do you constantly talk about this past person? And it might just snap you out of it. So, I kind of get that feeling. You have the World, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. I do feel there has been a disappointment. It's you don't know how to feel about something. Here, this could be anything in your life. And, I feel you don't know how to feel about it. Does it matter? No. Because why? Why doesn't this matter? Because you're going up to the Ace of Cups. I feel ultimately, if you're feeling weird or if you're just having weird emotional days or something like that, I feel you're going to, either heal from this or you're going to find fulfillment. Sometimes I think if we just haven't accomplished something for a long time, that can put us in a mood, right? So, I kind of see that here, especially with the World, is that you could decide hey, I haven't accomplished something, so maybe I need to go accomplish something that I've never done before. And it's doing that could get you out of a funk or get you out of a weird place. And, I definitely feel that with this World card. It's you're getting out into the world. Maybe for some of you, that could be the accomplishment. Maybe you've been a hermit or something. For others, I literally feel you could be doing something that is an accomplishment. Maybe, completing maybe you do go run for 20 miles. Maybe that's an accomplishment, whatever it is. I don't care what it is, but I would that World is saying to me, you need to go have some wins because that's going to lead to fulfillment, the Ace of Cups. You have the Ten of Swords here. Again, I feel you've completely shut the door on something going this way. We're going to look into it right now, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. It could be a past relationship or whatever, but let's see. With the World, you have literally everything I just said. The Ace of Pentacles is nothing. The Ace of Pentacles is potential. I always say we have to grab the Ace of Pentacles, plant it in the ground, water it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. There's nobody better to do that than you right now. Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus is all about planting seeds, making them grow, and you are a Taurus. So, get your ass moving. I would say whatever ideas you have, whatever you want to work on, now is the time to nurture things into existence because, I don't know, you have 100 times the energy, favoring you at this time if you get started. But if you don't, then nothing's going to happen. Two Aces is a definite yes to any question that I haven't answered as well. With the Four of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, this could be the thing that you are grieving the loss of, something that never got off the ground, something that never progressed. Could be a business, a relationship, could be anything. But, I feel this could be the thing that you are kind of grieving the loss of, something that just has never been able to provide for you. Those are the words I'm getting. Again, it could be a person, but, it could also be a business. It could be a job that you've had, and it's you're looking for new accomplishments. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a perfect match. So again, this ending is probably bringing in marriage. Like I said, if you're looking for love. If you're not looking for love, Two of Cups is you and your higher self. And even if you are looking for love, again, Two of Cups to me kind of represents higher self guidance. So, there could be some guidance in your dreams and your daydreams, and I would tap into that guidance. Next, you have this Fish card. This is coming up in the good stuff. It says abundance and luck on it. You have this cat. It says jealousy and gossip. So, people might be jealous of like your new accomplishments. Cats like, eat fish. And so I feel like for some of you, there could be people who are jealous, but I would just ignore it. I think this is a good thing. I think you need to move towards criticism and jealousy as well. Not as in don't feed into jealousy and gossip, but if you are getting people who are, if you have a YouTube channel or leaving hate comments and things like that, I feel like this is saying this is a good thing, not a bad thing. Don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as like the universe being like, yes, you're going the right direction. Look, people hate you for this because you're pointing out the things they can't do, right? And so, I feel like it's almost like confirmation. I also feel there could just be a lot of luck coming in for you. You have the Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Again, there could be, I do feel like a love offer here. If you're looking for love, it definitely, I would say, maybe might not even just be this week, it might be this month. June is what I'm talking about, because we're almost at the end of May, obviously, but there could be a very solid love connection coming in for you, or just a very solid connection in general, something very fulfilling, I feel. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is like a card that says, is the juice worth the squeeze? But really, I feel, since this is coming up in the good stuff, that you could be leaving things behind that no longer serve you, and you could just be moving on to things that do serve you, bigger and better things in your life, basically. Definitely some sort of change in direction. And then you show up as yourself, the Hierophant. So you're showing up in a position of power and strength. When you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength, and it really like allows you to get what you want from the reading. So let's see here. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. Yes, I love this Four of Cups. This is from the White Sage Tarot, and you can see here when it focuses that those 3 cups are pouring into that 1 cup there. And this is like my favorite Four of Cups, because it's like saying that I literally feel it's like saying you could be attracting like a person where it's like, they really pour into the connection. But again, if you've had other things in your life that haven't worked, like a business or an idea or a plan, this would say that, your new idea, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, something new, 2 aces is like a new opportunity. And this to me is saying that it will be very fulfilling, or it's going to work. It's actually going to go how you think it's going to go. Normally the Four of Cups represents things not going how you think they're going to go. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups. Again, this is showing up in the good stuff. I do feel these two are kind of connected, these 2 Eight of Cups. And maybe you've been wondering, like, am I going in the right direction, or was walking away from a situation, was it the right thing to do? And to me, this is just saying, yes, this was the right thing to do. You are, going in the right direction. With the Hierophant, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of kind of conviction. It's a card of believing something on a very deep level. Seven of Wands, I always say, it's one of those cards where when you believe something deep down inside to be true, then it becomes true. It's about having those like really deep beliefs that you can have something or accomplish something or whatever. So, I feel for a lot of you, the more you can, deeply believe something, the better with that Seven of Wands. I also feel that some of you, by the way, you have 2 sevens here, and 2 sevens to me represents internal fears that don't exist. So, some of you could be overcoming a fear because it's showing up, it's showing up in the area of the good stuff. You have this Broken Wishbone card. It's funny that it said broken leg. Careful of your bones. Don't break any legs or anything like that. It says, wish will not be granted. I feel like this is something that you're realizing that something could never provide for you. Again, I kind of said that on that Knight of Pentacles. That it's almost like that Knight of Pentacles is just saying that something that you let go of just could never provide. It could be a person, a place, a thing, a business. Doesn't matter. And I feel like you're just walking away from it. And you have this Well card. It says family wishes come true. I like this card. I feel like that, a lot of you, you could be seeing like, family having children. I'm getting here. It could be like family getting married. You have this marriage card. So it might not even be you, but, it might be someone you care about that's getting married. I have all sorts of things coming in here. So I think things with family are good. You have this Wind Chimes card. It says peace and harmony. This is your focus until, I don't know, for the rest of your life, really, is creating more peace and harmony in your life. You have this Firecracker. It says excitement. I do feel like there could be like an exciting event for you this week. Again, it definitely could be something involving family, like, family members having children, or, a family member getting married or something like that. So I see a lot of excitement around family. I would also, you have that Festive Times card as your first card. It says finding joy in life again. You were born for this. It says holiday parties, social events. So, I would take advantage of any social events or socializing. Anything you enjoy, I would do it. This reading is definitely, encouraging those types of things. You have this Dark Woman card. It says dealings or relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair. You have this Key card. It says successful outcome to your problem. Yeah, I mean, if you're having any problems, like I said, this to me looks like a successful outcome to any problems that you're having. It could be due to a dark woman. It doesn't have to be, though. Again, I always say in these general readings, it could be a man, woman, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I do feel there's kind of like some sort of success coming in. This could be after like a health issue. But again, I have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm just some guy on the internet, so don't listen to me. There's your disclaimer. Also, it could be an expert. So if you're having a health issue, go to a doctor. If you're having a legal issue, go to a lawyer, This is definitely kind of saying to me that if you're having some sort of problem, go see an expert. It could solve your problem very quickly. But pretty simple reading, very straightforward and good. And I would take advantage of any new opportunities. Literally, World, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups together like that is something new and big and exciting coming in for you, but you have to, again, nurture it into existence. You have to feed it. You have to, give whatever that is energy, but it looks good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.